Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Fight Night. My name is Darren Jacobs, and welcome back to WIW. We are in full swing on the road to the Resurrection pay-per-view, and tonight we kick off with a match to determine the first person to compete for the returning television championship, and the first man down to the ring is Travis, who did not have as much success as he would have liked in the first battle, losing to PJ McNair, who of course being the co-main event in the semi-finals of the World Heavyweight title tournament. A big match up there. He's going to be taking on Ryan, and an original Brad will be taking on SaLgames, the man who conquered King Sam last week. Some big victories, but for this man it was a big defeat. And now he brings the security guards to ringside in hopes of capturing one last title opportunity if he can pull off the victory. I'd just like to apologise for my voice for the last couple of days. As you could probably tell, I'm losing it, but I'm trying my best to keep on top of my schedule and grind out videos for you guys. So if you guys are enjoying, be sure to leave a like and keep commenting. And his opponent tonight is someone else who didn't get off to the best of starts. Well, I mean, that's unfair to say, to be honest. He had a tough matchup. He fought for it as best he could, and unfortunately for him, he just wasn't going to get the result he needed in that one. But now he's got a second chance tonight to redeem himself in what is only, to his credit, his second fight as a WIW competitor. Wow, losing my voice and I can't see. It's Liam Connors making his second appearance here tonight. An impressive showing for a debut performance, but of course not enough to get himself into the World Heavyweight Championship semi-finals. And now Liam Connors has now got another chance at title glory. The television championship will be on the line at the pay-per-view, along with 5 other titles, bringing the pay-per-view title count to an amazing 6 titles, all on the line, which will probably be one of the very few times that it will happen in the year. And now Liam Connors looking to claim his chance to get that title. But of course we know that Travis always has a trick up his sleeve. It didn't work for him last week. But can he pull through? Or will Liam Connors find a way to conquer the richest man in the business? They're both warming up here as they get ready to go. They look ready to go. Remember, the winner of this will face at the Resurrection pay-per-view for the TV title, and a start with a running DDT. Travis, look at this, straight off the bat going on the offensive, but Liam Connors not going to let him get early control here. As I said, they both had reasonably good first showings. Oh, beautiful move there on the one knee, and the bodyguards did not like that one. As I said, they both had reasonably good showings in their opening contests. Oh, look at that, the strength of Liam Connors, but of course they both fell to, on the day, better opponents. And now Liam Connors taking full advantage there with the suplex. Trying to get some early control here. By the way, I'd just like to say, I'm probably going to do maybe a clip at the beginning just to say this. Of course, if everything looks a little different, or some people look different, huge springboard clothesline. Liam Connors is on fire at the start of this one. If everything looks a little different, that is because I had to remake everything. Once again, the game crashed, but I wasn't going to let it affect the series this early in, and a huge spear there by Liam Connors, who is absolutely flying in this one. Travis needs to start mounting some offense again, and a very nice leg sweep there to do just that. Now Travis, he put up a good fight against PJ McNair last week, was unable to capitalize, and this week not looking so impressive off the get-go. And look at this, I think the bodyguards sensed that, and already one of them has decided to get involved. And Liam Connors tells him to go away. I was looking for a headbutt there, and Travis did not let him get the connection. Instead, a knee to the head of Liam Connors, and now Travis trying to get some momentum. Oh, hold on a minute. A chair's coming into play. Liam Connors is just going to completely ignore it and land that really very nice move, to be honest. And that might be enough for a cover. He's going to test it with the first cover of the match. And the referee's doing the pin on the chair, and it's only going to be a 1 count. I forgot to change the referees, god damn it. So much I have to redo. I'm sorry if things aren't as clean as they were before, if someone's, a little different. I do apologise for that. Once again, the game has not been fixed. and I've tried my best to fix it, but as you can see, still little bugs and glitches like that, plus the game crashing completely has really affected the productivity of the series. But we're trying to keep it going here, and Connors finally connects with that kick. Was just waiting in anticipation. Now what's he thinking? Oh, and a huge splash off the middle rope. Liam Connors putting on an impressive display here tonight. And now what's Connors thinking? Irish whip to the corner. He's looking a lot better than he did against original Brad. He had a good showing, but again, was not as impressive as he's been so far. The referee removing the chair from the ring, and now Travis maybe trying to get some control back in his favor if he can, but another power out from Liam Connors. And another Irish whip, this time to the opposite corner. Oh, look at that. Oh, and a beautiful move there with a flip and everything. Really showing off here, getting some style points. And once again, the bodyguards of Travis coming to his rescue. But even Travis is too tired and too hurt to try and get back to his rescue. To his own rescue, should I say. And Liam Connors taking full advantage of the fact he's down, and he's keeping him down as well with a furious amount of knees to the head, and we could be looking already at a potential winner of the television championship. There's a count, and it's still only a 1. Clearly taking a lot to bring Travis down and out for the count. Still only a count at 1 at the best, and now Travis might be looking to try and fight back here. He does. Oh, and an axe kick to the back of the head, trying to fight on in this one, and straight into the cover. He might have done enough there with that axe kick. We don't know how powerful it was. It was a 1 count. But Travis seems surprised that that's only the case. He did not seem too happy about that. He's calling him back to his feet. And look at that. Connors answers the call. Reversal by Travis. An intense matchup here. Who will be the first one guaranteed to face for the television championship at the Resurrection pay-per-view? Liam Connors now. What's he thinking this time? Drags him to the middle of the ring. Irish whip. What's he thinking? Oh, and a big shoulder tackle. Oh, look at this. The referee distracted again. And Liam Connors has gone for the cover, but the referee is distracted. And he's not gonna make the count. But now Liam Connors ready to finish it. The bodyguards have really given Travis a fighting chance in this one. And he's not making the most of this. Look at Connors. Double underhook. Oh, and the double knees. What a devastating move by Liam Connors. And that's going to wrap it. Oh, wait, no. And the bodyguards have got involved again. Connors can't believe it. That was a free count all over. What a beautiful springboard. And look, there we go. They're ejected. They have been ejected from the match. They did all they could to help Travis get back in this. Oh wait, that's only 1. Only 1 man is gone. And Travis now trying to mount a comeback. Clearly the numbers game, it did not work against PJ McNair, but clearly they're coming into effect here. One of them's already gone though. And I'd imagine that the referee will be quick to eject the other if he even tries to intervene. Travis always comes prepared. And when you're as rich as him, if you can pay people to do your bidding, then why on earth wouldn't you? Looking to wrap it up, the gut wrench super power bomb. I went to say superplex, it's not. Gut wrench power bomb. Good night, Liam Connors. He put up a good fight, but it's a win for Travis, and he's got himself a title fight. A very, very questionable victory there for Travis, having his bodyguards pretty much save him throughout the course of this match. And I'm sure that is not what was expected from Liam Connors. He put on an amazing display. He could not have done any better. He pretty much did put him away. There was the shoulder tackle there. And then following this devastating move. We need to find out what the name is for that move. But that is a devastating finisher. It put Travis away, it had to be said. But once again, the bodyguards did their job of protecting him and kept his hopes alive in this matchup, and that's exactly what he did. And the return of the devastating gut wrench power bomb, the one that he is famous for putting most of his teammates down with. And now Travis has got himself a title match. He's going to be competing for the television championship. Who is he going to be facing against? We'll be finding out very, very soon in the upcoming weeks. But with 2 weeks left until the Resurrection pay-per-view, could we be looking at a potential television champion? Let's move on down the rest of the card. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've been told to come backstage because it looks like we have a developing situation. SaLgames is under attack here in the backstage arena by King Sam, it looks like. But what is this about? Clearly, King Sam... Ladies and gentlemen, I've been told to cut backstage because apparently we had a developing situation going on backstage, and it looks like that is proving to be true. SaLgames is being ambushed backstage here by King Sam. What the hell is this for? Clearly he's salty that he lost in his match last week to SaLgames. Oh, look at that, try to crash him into the door there. Well, saved himself by SaLgames. King Sam clearly has something to say about the defeat last week. Clearly he feels once again that the general manager tried to sabotage him, and clearly this is the reason for this assault. And look at this, a chair coming into play. Don't do this, you don't need to do this. Sal's in action later, and Sal is, look at this, not letting him in with the chair, and there's a clubbing forearm. Picks up the chair once again, trying to do damage, if possible, to SaLgames to stop him from fighting later tonight. And look at that, oh, a big counter. SaLgames trying to fight back, it just wasn't to be. And now look at this, just hammering down with fists. An Irish whip into the wall, and once again going back to that chair. He will get Sal this chair if it's the last thing he does. Right across the back and across the knees as well, just trying to destroy him before his match tonight. But I don't understand the game plan. He's out of the tournament. This isn't going to save him. Clearly some justification maybe for this. Oh, landslide. King Sam has just leveled out SaLgames before his match. But now what? Now what's going to happen about the main event? Well, some disgusting scenes there from backstage. What a vicious attack from King Sam. But now we actually have some tag team action for you, in featuring the Wolfpac. But out first is Chris Danger. This might come as a surprise to most people after last week he picking up to defeat to Ryan Austin, who of course will be in tonight's co-main event, as he will be facing PJ McNair for a spot at the WIW World Heavyweight Championship. Chris Danger, of course, has an opportunity still in the bank to go for the mid-card title. He does have a qualification match, but he does have it against King Sam. That's supposed to be next week, but he said that if he can capture the tag team titles, he would, because he had a partner in mind. This is interesting. We don't know who his partner is. He had a brief spell in a tag team division before. Well, just like 1 or 2 matches, to be honest. But who is his partner? Well, isn't this a surprise to all of you? It is the return of Max Danger. We haven't seen him in this series in a very long time, and him and his dad did not get on very well. But now, all of a sudden, they are back together and they are teaming again. Clearly, they thought that separately they are not getting the job done here in WIW, and now Max Danger and Chris Danger are going to team together tonight to take on the Wolfpac. What a hard first task for them. But if they can win, they definitely are staking some claim and proving to be worthy opponents, potentially to go on and face for the tag team titles. We already know from last week that the WIW Tag Team Championships match will feature the Wolfpac. But who will face them, we are yet to find out. But this could go a long way in determining who it is if Chris and Max can pick up the victory. But tonight, they've got some big opponents. King Sam, look at him coming out here, pretending like nothing's happened after he just viciously, right at the entrance of the arena, attacks SaLgames before his main event. King Sam guides out Steve and David to the ring. The Wolfpac made a big impact last week, and that was enough for the general manager to turn around and give them title opportunities. King Sam, of course, didn't get involved in that one, and I think that's what impressed the GM the most. But the Wolfpac are back, and they proved themselves last week with the big win over Team Brendan, another tag team veterans just like themselves. But these multiple-time tag team champions are ready to go and cash in on this big opportunity. At Resurrection pay-per-view, they will be facing for the tag team title. Who they'll be facing, we will find out later tonight. So this is considered to be their warm-up match, if you will. And the Wolfpac are going to take full advantage. As I mentioned, King Sam and Chris Danger are scheduled to compete for the in the semi-finals of the mid-card title match, the television champion semi-finals, and the women will face Travis. But clearly, King Sam, with that message that he just sent, is ready to turn around and say, I'm not ready to settle for a mid-card title just yet. Will we even see him in that match next week? We will find out. Will we even see Sal in tonight's main event? We'll also find out, I guess, when that comes to be. In a beautiful start by Chris Danger as we get this one going. And a good start from the Danger family. Never been successful ridiculously amount in the Danger family. Brooke Danger is the only one who was ever champion. She had a very brief spell as the WIW Women's Champion. When the Women's Division will be returning, not yet, but it will be returning at some point. And Chris and Max combined only have really a couple of victories and a King of the Ring that they can celebrate. But of course, he didn't really cash in on the King of the Ring opportunity that he was given. And I'm sure that must have been weighing on his mind coming into this year. But he was hoping for a better start and a push for the world title, which he was fully capable of doing and almost managed to cash in on that opportunity as he faced, of course, in the Elimination Chamber from last year. But also, he participated in a triple threat, which almost won him the title. But, of course, almost is never enough in WIW. Look at this. David was calling for a tag there. He clearly felt that Steve's in a bit of trouble here. Dragged to the middle of the ring. Could be looking for a cover, potentially. I apologise again for my voice. I'm losing it, if you couldn't tell. And I'm not feeling particularly great either. Look at this. Chris Danger! With a big Falcon Arrow. And now trying to crawl again for the tag. And once again, Danger not letting him have it. Dragging him once again further away from his tag team partner. Oh, he thought he was going to drag him even further then. No, he thought he was in a good position. In comes Max for the first time in a long time. Have not seen him in competition for quite some time. And the first time we see him back is with his dad, which we definitely did not expect. And look at this. To the outside. Oh, no, he's going top rope. Steve doesn't even know where he is. Oh, never mind. David to the rescue. David to the rescue there for Steve. Oh, look at that. Max Danger did not take very kindly to that. And a sling blade. And the Wolfpac taking full advantage. Last week, they were under the pressure, but then they deployed the tactic of spearing the referee, which I honestly could say that I never thought would work, but it did. He speared the ref, they got out of the ring, there was no count out, he did the damage on the outside, and wouldn't you know it, they ended up picking the victory. And this week, clearly the tactic is doing whatever's necessary once again. And a nice little bit of double team work between Chris and Max Danger there. Chris was unable to capitalize there on the stunned Steve, but managed to get the reversal off. Steve really needs a tag out, and I think he's realized that. He's all trapped in the corner, got out of it though. Could have retreated there to get the tag. Instead, Irish whips, taking the opportunity to get him into his corner. And that's what he needed realistically. In comes David for the first time in this match. Look at this, they're just going to double team crash him into the corner. And a smart move there from the former tag team champions. Chris and Max Danger proving a little bit of a problem for them early on. They're clearly struggling. And another Irish whip, this time into the Danger corner. Tag made and in comes Max Danger. Hold on a minute. Double super kick. A double super kick. Into the cover and oh wow. Okay. I was expecting a bit more than a zero count, but David just kicks out straight away. Not phased at all. It is only his first inclusion in the match, to be fair. Oh, and a drop down onto the knee. Oh, and into a senton. Nice little combination there from David. And of course, the Wolfpac, as mentioned, will be facing for the WIW Tag Team Championships at Resurrection. Who they will be facing, that is yet to be determined. We will find out, funny enough, later tonight, as we have another big matchup. But for the Wolfpac, they're not going to concentrate on who they got to face because, as I'm pretty sure you're aware, they believe that they can take on anyone and win. And look at this, David showing his strength off here. Well, look at this. Getting him into a position. Oh, and a beautiful power bomb straight into a cover, and it's only going to be a 1. And now Max has an opportunity here to try and crawl for the tag. Decides against it. Danger looking a little frustrated on the outside there. Calling for it again. This time David's going to get in the way. And the Wolfpac trying to establish some dominance here, but it's been a back and forth match up until this point. But David has come in and he has reasserted the control for the Wolfpac. Gets him into a power bomb position, power slam position, and then stuns him with the top turnbuckle. And David in complete control of Max here, asserting his strength and dominance, the freshest man in the ring by far. Well, I mean, unless you count King Sam. Oh, look at this, toss to the outside. What's David thinking? Hold on a minute, David's going to fly. Oh, look at that. Beautiful connection there on the suicide dive. Or suicide senton, as it were. Beautiful, beautiful move there from David. And Danger's looking a little stunned by that one. I'm a little stunned. Very rare we see that type of high-flying offense from David, of all people. Oh, hold on a minute. Might have given him the opening to get a tag, and he does. In comes Chris Danger. Big clothesline. Trying to get some momentum back in this fight. Misses the kick, but lands the drop kick. And now tag. Another tag. This time Steve's coming in. Oh, and Steve going top rope to start this one off, but Chris read that, and a big knee to the face sends him back down to the floor. And Chris Danger trying to get back in this fight, back in control. It clearly was getting away from the Danger family for a moment there, but Chris Danger strikes back. And now look at this. Oh, and a beautiful lion salt there by Chris Danger, showing the springboard offense there. Now Danger trying to get into some control here, if at all possible. Oh, and that beautiful over the head slam. And now all of a sudden the tides have turned. It looked like the Wolfpac were going to finally establish dominance in this match. Now all of a sudden the Dangers asserting their dominance. And a big, big suplex. A win could go a huge way for these guys. And now look at this. Oh, went for a running knee. Doesn't connect. And Steve takes advantage there with a big suplex. And now taking the time to taunt. And I think they might pay for that. He does. And once again, going back to this slam. He's doing the damage, so why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Clearly that's the philosophy being deployed here. And now Danger once again looking for that knee and connects. Big connection with the knee, and he's in trouble here. The Wolfpac not looking good in this position. Once again looking for that double super kick, and they connect. Steve's down. Steve is down. Max Danger into the cover. David's going to get in there though, I think, and break it up. He does. Match continues. Oh, look at that. Dragging him down with the Hurricane Rana. And now Max Danger in the ring. What can he offer for this matchup? Huge spinning back fist. And Steve now in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have his tag team partner to help him. Are they going for a third double super kick? Tag made. And the Wolfpac are in a big, big trouble here. Double super kick. No David to stop the count. Chris Danger into the cover. 1, 2, 3. The Danger family picking up a huge win in their tag team debuts. What a surprise. The Wolfpac completely outplayed towards the end. That was the big knee. And it was Chris, and this double super kick here, boom, doing the deed. And I cannot believe the Wolfpac were taken down quite like that. That was the spinning back fist. And Sam clearly saw that there was no need to bring it to an end there. But devastating result there for the Wolfpac. And the Danger family might have just staked the claim to becoming the next tag team champions there. Could we be seeing them at the Resurrection pay-per-view. It could be, possibly, it could be a shout that they could be there. What a big win for the Danger family. If they can knock off the Wolfpac, who can't they knock off? It's gonna be a big, big stake to the tag team titles. Could we be looking at future tag team champions? I guess we'll find out later down the line what the GM has in store for this tag team division. But let's move on down the rest of the card. Big win for the Danger family. And it is time for our co-main event of the evening, the semi-finals of the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. And this is the first match of the two. And it is Ryan Austin versus PJ McNair. First man down to the ring is Ryan Austin, who put on an incredible display, it had to be said, last week against Chris Danger, who just picked up a win against the Wolfpac. And that's a big statement there. So he's bounced back from the defeat of last week. But Ryan, carrying momentum and riding away on it here. Can he pick up a huge win tonight? Remember, whoever wins this match will be facing for the WIW Heavyweight Championship next week at Resurrection. It's going to be a major, major win. I say next week, in 2 weeks' time, apologies. But his opponent tonight is also no joke. Knocked off Travis last week in a huge matchup. And of course, Travis also sprang back. Clearly, it was a good week for people redeeming themselves here in the WIW. But his opponent tonight is no one to be sleeping on, that is for sure. It'd be interesting to see how he does tonight, PJ McNair. He has a tough task ahead of him. Ryan clearly showing some aggression and no holding back this year. One pump kick was all it took to rip the head pretty much off of Chris Danger. But PJ McNair, we can see this year that unleashing the demon could possibly be one of the best things that he has done to date in WIW. Last week, a big, big victory against Travis Cottrell. Even when the numbers and the odds were stacked against him, it was a huge win, and you can't take that away from him. If he is to win tonight, he gets himself a World Heavyweight Championship matchup at the Resurrection pay-per-view. And to his credit, he's pretty much been resurrected as it is. He has brought himself back from near the dead. Of course, before the demon, he was just a mid-card fighter, not really pushing for gold, not really pushing for anything special. But now that the demon's been unleashed, he has really shown himself here. And now he has a chance for the WIW Heavyweight Championship here tonight against Ryan. Here we go. The winner will guarantee themselves a title fight for the World Heavyweight Championship at Resurrection. It's a big, big fight, and of course they will find out straight after this who they'll be facing if they are victorious, or even if they're not. They might be interested in the results. They're just trying to get one over on each other there, trying to get the early going, and it's PJ McNair who strikes first. And now dragging him. I don't know where he was planning on taking him there, but Ryan clearly turning around and saying he wanted nothing to do with that. Ryan looking a little different tonight. Again, if people were looking a little different, I apologise, because of course the game corrupted again, and I had to remake everything kind of similar, but again, not everything came out exactly similar. Irish whip there to the corner and a big elbow. And look at this. Ryan clearly coming in here out of the gate. Started off a little slow, but all of a sudden the tide has turned. And it didn't take long for Ryan to get himself into some control, landing some big strikes there, such as that big belly-to-belly suplex, big reversal now by McNair. Needs to try and capitalize on that opportunity. He does, and a big scoop-up powerbomb. Very nice move there by McNair. And now what's he thinking? Oh, an inverted DDT. As Ryan tried to get up. And look at this, not giving him a second to do what he wants. McNair trying to keep him on the floor, trying to keep him grounded, trying to keep control of him if he can. A smart strategy there by McNair being deployed. Of course, no one's going to want to risk anything tonight. The winner is going to get a title shot for the World Championship. It is a big, big matchup And my PlayStation sounds like it's about to explode because clearly that's excited as well. Sling Blade by PJ McNair. And here we go. Look at this. The damage is well and truly being done by PJ McNair here off the offset is DDT. And McNair, you're sensing he's in control here. Looking for a springboard. Oh, no, fought against it. Saw Ryan getting up. Now Ryan with the counter and took full advantage there with a neck breaker. Ryan did not have a good year last year. It definitely wasn't his time. He was clearly developing who he was and what he wanted to achieve in WIW. Had a slight push, couldn't quite make the most of it, of the momentum he gained to get himself a title, or went for a big double underhook suplex there. But of course Ryan is out of it, and now the Lufest press by Ryan. Big impact. Would try to roll out the ring there. Ryan didn't let him. Ryan being relentless this year, looking to punish his opponents, as we saw last week against Chris Danger, and now we're seeing it against McNair there with a stun gun off the ropes and straight into a cover. Could we be looking at the first finalist of the tournament? No, we're not. It's only a 1. Ryan looking confident here, and look at that, showing his confidence. I say it's been a 50-50 match overall, but McNair just about losing the momentum that he gained early on, but now getting it back here with an exploder suplex. And now going top rope. Is he planning on finishing it already? I can't imagine so. Oh, he's calling him to his feet. McNair showing a bit of confidence of his own now. And look at that beautiful Hurricane Rana off the top rope. Ryan laid out here, and now could be in a bit of trouble if McNair can capitalize. Irish whip reversed by Ryan. Now what's he thinking? Taking it to the outside. Big shot. And Ryan on the outside is very dangerous. We know he's not shy to use the environment around him. Or maybe not. Maybe Ryan's looking to finish this in the ring. Then again, I can't blame him after the events of Monday Night Mayhem on the opening show. Who could blame him for not wanting to try and take the risk of count out? It clearly has put target on someone's back. Look at that DDT. And that could be enough here. Ryan trying to score the cover. 2. Really? Wow. Devastating impact on the DDT, and Ryan finishes the match. Ryan Austin, in a matter of minutes, has just secured himself a WIW Heavyweight Championship match. A big day here for the Austin family. Ryan's getting himself a heavyweight title fight. And all it took was this thunderous impact of the DDT. McNair only could do so much. But look at that. Big impact. And that was all she wrote. And straight into the cover. Ryan wasted no time. Caught him off guard. And it's a 1, 2, 3. No need for the punt kick this week. Ryan has done it. He has progressed to the heavyweight title fight at Resurrection. Who he will face, we will find out in a matter of minutes. But what a comeback it has been for Ryan in the WIW. What a huge win it has been for him. McNair, that's going to sting. Just fell short at the final hurdle. But now we have a number 1 contender for the title that is the World Heavyweight Championship. Who he will face, let's find out in tonight's second main event. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the second semi-final match. We now know that Ryan will be facing for the WIW Heavyweight Championship. Now, we will find out his opponent for that matchup. And here's one man who, you got to say, is going to be heading into this match with an advantage. It's Original Brad. Original Brad will be facing Sal. Now, last week was an impressive win by Mr. Brad, or Mr. Original, I guess, whatever you wish to call him. Brad came down, he faced Liam Connors, and he picked up a big victory. And, of course, that's given him the chance now to push on to the Resurrection pay-per-view to fight for the heavyweight title, if he can pick up the win here tonight. But as I said, Sal was viciously attacked backstage last week. We don't know what kind of condition he's in. We do not have any confirmation on the extent of his injuries. But Original Brad will not be fazed by any of that. He'll be looking here tonight to pick up a win if possible. He'll do whatever it takes to get to the top. Finally, with Tyson Jackson out of his way, he's finally pushing forward for title gold, and it could be one of the biggest prizes on the brand. Wait a minute. Wait, that's not Sal's music. What the hell? That is the Wolfpac's theme song. What the hell? Is that King Sam emerging from there? It is. What is King Sam doing here? He can't be... Wait, hold on a minute. Yeah? Okay, so I heard that backstage King Sam left a statement behind, or apparently addressed people backstage, and I don't know how the management feels about this, but he said, due to Sal's sudden injuries, he is clearly unable to compete, and therefore I am more than happy to fill in his place, as I would have been in the next round, of course, if he did not pick up the victory last week. Therefore, I'll be filling in his place. But surely this doesn't count, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what has happened, or why he's been allowed to do this. Surely the general manager should have stepped in here and stopped him from going down to ringside. Surely the GM did not agree to this, but King Sam has just put himself in this semi-final match. And is the ref actually going to ring the bell for this? Surely not. The ref's rung the bell. This match is legal. I guess King Sam is now in the semi-final. Surely this doesn't count. Big brain buster. This cannot stand. Surely King Sam just can't get away with this. But the match is on. So what happens if he wins? Is he going to be in the finals? Is he going to face Ryan for the heavyweight championship? I don't know, but this is ridiculous. This man thinks he can get away with whatever he wants when he wants to do it, and clearly tonight he's asserted that by first attacking him backstage and then turning around and taking his place in the matchup. Oh, look at that. A cheap little heel flick there. And this is disgusting. I cannot believe we are seeing this. And King Sam's been allowed to get away with it, and straight away he's on the offensive. And I think this has caught Brad by surprise more than anyone. Oh, wait a minute. That's Sal's theme song. SaLgames. He's here, but where is he? I don't see it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Battle Axe. Battle Axe. Battle Axe from behind and into the cover. Has he got himself a title fight? No, he doesn't. He kicked out of the Battle Axe. Well, SaLgames, his theme song hit, but no, it was not to be. I thought we had a winner there with the Battle Axe, but what on earth is going on here? Ladies and gentlemen, I am honestly stunned. I am at a loss for words, but all of a sudden now Brad is back in control. He just hit the Battle Axe. It was only good for a count of 2. And all of a sudden, surprises is coming from everywhere. Are we expecting to see Sal at some point in this match? Sal has already, just by hitting his theme song, Sal's got himself involved in this match and has affected it clearly in the wrong way. But now Original Brad on the offensive here, crashing into the turnbuckle and slamming him down. And clearly this match has got out of control, and it has got out of control very, very quickly here. And now Original Brad could be walking away with it right now. Could guarantee himself a title fight here at this current rate. He is on the offensive. King Sam doesn't know what to do. Brad with relentless offensive display here. Doing the damage. And look at this. Big counter there by King Sam. Now look at this. Oh, a ripcord knee strike. Straight into the cover. 1. Oh, and it's only a 1. No surprise there. Brad clearly in control of this one, and a huge running clothesline. Dragged to the middle of the ring. There's a big clubbing forearm drop. And this has been the weirdest main event, I think, ever. This is one of the weirdest things that have ever happened. And it could guarantee a title match here for King Sam. But Brad's not going to let it happen. Look at this. The Original Brad climbing to the top. Big connection there with the old school. And now Brad could be lining up for victory here. Tries to pick him up. No, King Sam with the counter. And now trying to fight back in this one. He's showboating. And a big strike there by King Sam. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. There's Sal. There's Sal. Oh my god. And the referee's disqualified. But Wait, isn't that going to count for a disqualification on Brad? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what has just happened. But clearly, this match is over. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what happened, but that is going to end the show. I guess next week we'll have to figure out what is going on, but there's a lot for the GM to deal with this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. Be sure to leave down in the comments your thoughts and feelings about this week, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.